Welcome to the CLA technical training video on how to troubleshoot the CLA agent. While the CLA agent has been designed to be quite robust, there are some instances where problems are encountered. In most of these instances, the problem can be generally diagnosed into one of four possible scenarios. The first scenario is that the CLA agent is not installed or has not been deployed to the PC. The second scenario is that one or more of the CLA agent's processes is not running. The third scenario is that the CLA agent or the PC that it is installed on has encountered network connectivity issues and is not able to access either the CLA application server or the SQL Server instance that it is pointing to. Fourth and lastly, the user or PC is not subscribed or targeted to receive the sequence content. In this training video, we will cover the troubleshooting steps that need to be followed for each of these scenarios. There are a number of steps that must be followed when troubleshooting the CLA agent, some of which refers to the CLA agent's diagnostics component called the CLA control panel. The CLA control panel application is bundled with the CLA agent and can be located within the installation folder where the CLA agent has been installed to. Please note that this location is a hidden folder and you will be required to enable view hidden files and folders to be able to browse to it using Windows Explorer. The installation folder can be browsed to by accessing the C drive, program data folder, and then the nth dimension subfolder. Alternatively, you can browse to this folder by typing in the path in the Run dialog. A third and preferred method is to locate one of the CLA agent processes within the Windows Task Manager and to right-click on one of these and choose the Open File option. These processes, if you can remember, are called CLA Client Data Sync Agent, CLA Client Module Launcher Agent, CLA Client Windows Service Agent. Once the installation folder has been opened, locate the CLA control panel file and open the application with elevated privileges. That is, you must right-click on the file and choose the Run as Administrator option. Once the CLA control panel is open, click on the Diagnostics button. This will cause the window to expand, showing more detailed information. The CLA control panel is an invaluable diagnostics tool and can be used to accomplish a number of diagnostics tasks. The buttons on the left-hand side can be used to bypass a number of timers that is used within the CLA agent, reducing the need to wait for any lengthy periods while troubleshooting. The Diagnostics or Refresh Diagnostics button can be used to display or refresh the diagnostics information that is displayed. The Upgrade button can be used to force the upgrade of the CLA application files. The Synchronize button can be used to force the CLA agent to initiate a database synchronization cycle. The Launch Screensaver, Survey, Pop-up, Desktop, and Ticker buttons can be used to force the CLA agent to display the content for that module without waiting for the corresponding timer to be reached. The diagnostics information on the right-hand side is split into three different sections. The Effective Settings section displays all of the global or custom settings that is applicable to the user or PC. The Database Stats section displays network connectivity information, specifically the application or SQL Server instance that the CLA agent is pointing to, as well as when the last time a successful database synchronization cycle was completed. This section also displays the subscription and targeting status of the different modules. More on this later in the video. The Software Stats section shows information relating to the local installation of the CLA agent. It displays the current username, PC name, and IP address that identifies this instance of the CLA agent. It also displays the installation and execution status of the primary CLA agent processes. In addition, this section displays the current values for the various timers being used within the CLA agent. These timers relate to when the application processes will be restarted, when an automatic upgrade will be done, as well as when the various modules will be next displayed, or when the next synchronization cycle is expected to occur. Lastly, there are a number of buttons that are available to be used as part of the troubleshooting diagnostics process. More on these later in the video. Now back to the troubleshooting steps. As mentioned earlier, the most common reasons why the CLA agent would be malfunctioning can be investigated on a step-by-step basis as follows. Step 1 is to verify the installation status of the CLA agent. If the CLA agent is not installed or has malfunctioned, when the CLA agent's functionality will be non-existent or severely hampered. To confirm the installation status of the CLA agent, look for the CLA screensaver application within Apps and Features. Thereafter, browse to the location or the installation folder of the CLA agent and confirm the files therein. As mentioned previously, this can be done via the task manager, locating one of the CLA processes and choosing the open file location. If it is found that the CLA agent has not been installed, then install the CLA agent as per the installation instructions and retest. If the CLA agent fails to be installed, then the issue would need to be escalated to CLA support for further investigation. If it is found that the CLA agent is installed, then the CLA agent could be malfunctioning, in which case proceed to step 2, which is to confirm that all of the CLA agent's processes are running. If the CLA agent is installed, it is possible that one or more of the required processes may have failed, or that the CLA agent service may not have started or have malfunctioned. These processes are crucial to the functionality as they are responsible for connecting to the CLA databases for retrieving and persisting the targeted content. They are also responsible for ensuring that the correct module is loaded at the appropriate time. This can be determined by examining the software stats diagnostics within the CLA control panel. If any of the sync running, MSDIM running, service running, install type, or startup type values is reflecting as false, then click on the Service Fix button. Once the Service Fix process has completed, and you are prompted, click on the Refresh Diagnostics button to refresh the diagnostics information. If the processes do not start up thereafter, then the CLA agent would need to be reinstalled as per the installation instructions and retested. Following this, if the processes still do not start up, then the issue will need to be escalated to CLA support for further investigation. However, if the processes are now reflecting as running, but the problem persists, then proceed to step 3, which is to verify that the CLA agent has network or server connectivity. The database stats section of the CLA control panel gives information regarding the software settings and connectivity status to the CLA databases. Connectivity can be tested by clicking on the Test Connect button. This will return one of two messages: that the connection was successfully established or the connection could not be established. If this returns a prompt that the connectivity has failed or could not be established, then further investigation will need to be done to determine why the PC is not able to connect to the CLA DB server as specified within the DB server box. If the reason cannot be determined or the issue rectified, then the issue would need to be escalated to CLA support for further investigation. If a prompt that connectivity has succeeded, however the problem persists, then proceed to step 4, which is to confirm the subscription or targeting status of that module that is being investigated. If this step in the troubleshooting process is reached, then it can be stated that the local installation and functionality of the CLA agent is not the cause. Instead, it is most likely that the reason for a user not receiving any specific CLA content is probably because his or her PC or user account has not been subscribed for a specific module, or is not part of the target group for the content in question. This can be confirmed by examining the "What are you targeted for" area of the CLA control panel. The icons below each of the 5 different modules have 3 different colors, each representing a different state for that module. If the icon is displaying as gray, then that module has not been subscribed for, or the user or PC is part of the exclusions list. If the icon is red, then the user or PC has not been targeted to receive any content for that module today. If the icon is green, then the user or PC is subscribed and targeted to receive content for that module today. This state indicates that there should not be any issue with the subscription or targeting for that module, at least not for that user or PC. If it is found that the user or PC is not subscribed to the specific module, or has not been targeted to receive the specified content, then the issue would need to be escalated to the CLA administrator or CLA support for further investigation or clarification. If the user or PC is reflecting as being subscribed and targeted, however, the content still does not display, then the issue would need to be escalated to CLA support for further investigation. For any problems encountered that cannot be resolved using these troubleshooting steps, or if an issue encountered has not been covered, then an escalation request needs to be logged with CLA support. When escalating an issue relating to the CLA agent, you will need to send through the information displayed on the CLA control panel diagnostic screen, as well as a copy of the logs for the CLA agent. The information from the CLA control panel diagnostic screen can be provided by taking a screenshot of the diagnostic screen. The CLA logs can be compiled by accessing the CLA logs folder and then creating a compressed or zip file of the folder's contents, including its files and subfolders and their contents. The CLA logs folder can be accessed by clicking on the Show Logs button on the CLA control panel diagnostics. Once the CLA control diagnostic screenshot and the CLA logs has been obtained, an email with both the screenshot and the CLA logs attached needs to be sent through to CLA support on support@corporatevoice.co.za with a description of the issue that has been encountered and or any other information that may be necessary. A CLA technical consultant will then contact you and provide the required assistance. That concludes this CLA technical training video. As discussed, if you do require any further information or assistance, please send through an email to support@corporatevoice.co.za detailing your request, and a technical consultant will provide you with the relevant information or assistance. Thank you.